What's up, y'all? So I'm kind of in a rush right now, but I was like, why not go ahead and record this while I'm leaving. I'm on my way to a photo shoot. I got a photo shoot today. I'm excited. I haven't taken photos in about 2 years. Oh, it's been about 2 years. I changed a lot. I grew up a lot. But I'm running late, which is not good, which is very unprofessional. I didn't look at my thing. Wait a second, y'all. Wait. All right. I had to come back once I got outside because I'm running late, y'all. So I'm running real late. It's not a good thing. And then it's around 5:16 right now. That means that the traffic is probably gonna be really bad. Just looked at my GPS and I realized that I'm gonna be about 35-40 minutes late. So bad. But no, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? If y'all remember, a couple of months ago, I did like a little Q&A on my Instagram and on my Snapchat and on my Facebook. I told people to ask me any type of questions that they wanted to know, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, while I'm on my way to this photo shoot, that I can answer those questions for y'all. So the first question was, what is your favorite music? All right. Now, if anybody know me, people that really know me, you understand I listen to all types of music, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times when you talk to, you know, people like ministers in the church or people that sing gospel music, a lot of people will say, you know, oh, they listen to gospel music. But I don't only listen to gospel music. I feel like you can kind of tell that in my music, you know what I'm saying? So growing up in the house, when I was growing up with my brother and sister, we used to listen to jazz, blues, classical music, rap, R&B, all that, you know what I'm saying? So, but my favorite rapper is Eminem. I love listening to people play classical music. I play cello. I played cello for about 13 years. So that's why I love
take a slight right turn to merge onto I-26 west toward Asheville.
That's why I love classical music. So another question is, how do you balance out everything that you do? And if I can be completely honest with you, sometimes it's a struggle. Like, I be having a lot going on. So I work in HR. I travel singing gospel music. I preach. I'm a youth leader in my church, and I'm also getting my master's in HR right now. So that's a lot. But I've always kind of had like a busy schedule like my whole life. But I've always asked the Lord. I said, Lord, if this is what you've called me to do, I need you to balance this thing out for me, because I ain't gonna be able to do it on my own. A lot of times you can find me getting like overwhelmed and stuff like that when I have too much going on. But I think now I've grown a lot in that area. Like I don't really get as overwhelmed or as like frustrated and stuff like that, because I really be trying to balance out everything. If I feel like I'm overstretched or anything like that, I just say no, I can't do it. So yeah, how do I balance it out? Now I say no. Say no. This is another question. I thought this was a pretty good question. I had to think about it a little bit. So the question was, what is one of your most proud accomplishments in like music? So for me, the Lord has really blessed. And I don't be rushing to like release music and stuff like that, because I know every time that I do, like the Lord's hand is on it. So it's been about 2 years since I've released music, but I think one of my most proud moments was with my last album, Growing Pains. I released Growing Pains, and it was my first set of music to ever like hit Billboard. You know what I'm saying? And it debuted number 9 in the country. It actually debuted like a little lower than that at first. It debuted at like 16, and then like 3 weeks later it was up at number 9. So I was super grateful for that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not all about, you know, charting and stuff like that, but I think it's just a different feeling when you understand that people are blessed by the music that the Lord has given you. And I was humbled by the entire situation. Like, my mama cried. I almost cried. I don't think I cried, but And another one was when I was able to tour Canada. I looked back at some of those videos a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, wow, the Lord is really good. That was back in the day when I still had like the pointy mohawk. I started twisting them, you know, when COVID started. I started twisting my hair when COVID started and whatnot. But yeah, I think that's some things I'm very proud of. And I believe that there are many, many, many more things like that to come. Amen. Amen. So next question was, when did you start preaching? Anybody that know me know that I did not want to preach at all. My brother and sister, they actually started preaching before I did. And I was the one who was like, that ain't my calling. That ain't what I'm doing. Hand me a mic. I'll sing for you. I'll sing before y'all preach, but I'm not going to be the one preaching. You know what I'm saying? But I started preaching probably around 16, 17. And at that time I wasn't really doing it seriously, and I wasn't good, if you ask me. At the time, the Lord was definitely still like molding me and shaping me. I've definitely been able to grow in Him a lot since then, and I think you can definitely tell that in my ministry as well. You know what I'm saying? So I'm grateful for the call. I realized that it wasn't until I accepted that part of my calling that the Lord really started opening doors. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we think that the only thing that we're called to is what we're good at the time. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord showed me that, you know, singing is not the only part of my calling. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've called you to so much more. And once I really accepted what He's called me to do and really decided to tap into that stuff, that is when the Lord really started to bless. So, yeah. Who are some of your biggest inspirations in gospel music? So, if anybody know me, you know that number one is Dietrich Haddon. I love Dietrich Haddon. I've grown up listening to Dietrich Haddon. When you listen to a lot of my music, you can see the Dietrich Haddon inspiration. Another is Ty Tribbett. Ty Tribbett. Huge Ty Tribbett fan. When we used to watch Stand Out and all that different kind of stuff. So when you look at a lot of like the stuff that I do live and like the dances and stuff like that, like not Dietrich, but Ty Tribbett, he really inspired me in that way. So yeah, so that's a big deal. And I'm sure, like, if you really pay attention to some of the stuff that I do, like, I'm my own individual. I do my own thing that the Lord has given me, but I would be crazy to say that those two dudes did not inspire me, because they did, and they still do every single day. I follow everything that they do. I love them. I love them. Now, in R&B, I love Chris Brown, y'all. I love Chris Brown. Like, the dances, the music, all of it. Huge inspiration. Like, even when it comes to like shooting music videos and stuff like that, well, not all of them, but I know one specifically, Taking It Back. If you haven't seen that music video yet, go and watch it. That was definitely inspired by him. I forgot what music video it was, but I was like, I want y'all to get it as close to y'all, as close as y'all can get it to Chris Brown's music video. And of course, we ain't got no Chris Brown budget, but we got it as close as we could. You know what I'm saying? So Chris Brown, definitely one of my big inspirations as far as like R&B and creativity. He's so creative. I'm gonna answer this last question, and then I'm gonna keep dropping. But I think I'm gonna do this again, y'all. I'm really enjoying this. So the last question I'm gonna answer what is one of your most embarrassing moments? So I was young. I was super young. Young Cam, in elementary school. I would go to school every Valentine's Day, all dressed up, and I would take gifts to the girl that I was in love with that year. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I was killing it back then. So this particular Valentine's Day, I went, I dressed up all nice, you know what I'm saying? And I took this girl, I took her teddy bear, I took her some chocolate, you know what I'm saying? Doing it right, you know? And then when I got there, I said, close your eyes. And once she closed her eyes, then I kissed her, all right? The thing is, I didn't even kiss on the lips, y'all. So I kissed her on the cheek, Man, the girl opened her eyes and then she slapped me in the face, man. She slapped me in the face. When I tell y'all I was so embarrassed, I wanted to cry, y'all. I wanted to cry. I thought I was gonna get in so much trouble. Cause I was like, oh my gosh, I just did something to this girl and she did not want me to do this. Like I just kissed her. Like I'm gonna get in trouble. She gonna tell on me. I was really a good kid and I thought I would get in trouble about anything. So I was just so upset. I was so sad. And so we go to lunch, right? So now I'm all pouting and stuff like that, all sad. My teacher's like, my teacher was sitting over there. She said, Cam, what's wrong? What's wrong? And I was scared, y'all. I was scared. Because I was the type of person back then, I was like, all right, if I did something wrong, somebody gonna tell on me. So I might need to tell on myself before somebody else telling me. Because if she tell on me that I'm gonna get in trouble, I'm gonna get in more trouble than I am in right now, right? So my teacher was like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And I was like, I started crying, y'all. I started crying. I said, I kissed so-and-so on the face. I ain't gonna say it. But I kissed old girl on the face. And when I tell you that my teacher looked at me like holding in her laugh, and I was upset because I was like, what are you laughing at? This is bad. This is serious. I came and I told you this because you asked what was wrong, and now I'm telling you what's wrong, and you laughing at me? You laughing at me? But that was the end of it. That was the end of it. That was very embarrassing. I got over it. And yeah, I don't even talk to that girl no more. So, puppy love. That's what they call it. But yeah, y'all, so that's it. That's all I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna do more questions later. I really enjoyed this. But now, as y'all can see, I'm in traffic. Look at this truck right here. So I'm in traffic. I'm gonna try to pay attention to the road, make sure I don't wreck or nothing like that because the sun's shining and everything, and it's real bright outside. So I'm gonna let y'all go, but thank y'all for watching. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you later. 1, 2, 3.